it's Anya here, and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks Crochet. And today we are making a Brussels sprout bauble, and already I am smiling at the thought of having Brussels sprouts hanging in my Christmas tree. So for this Brussels sprout you will need various parts. So first of all you will need half a bauble like we made in one of the previous videos, so just a straightforward double crochet half circle bauble. Then we are going to make a slightly different half circle so that we can attach these leaves to them. Now we have made these leaves before. I will give you a quick reminder on how to make them, and then when we have these three parts we will get going and assemble our bauble. So let me show you first how to make the second half of the bauble, and then I'll show you how to make the Brussels sprout leaves. I am using the Starcraft Meadow colour or the Wendy Spring Meadow colour, and I am using my 3.5 crochet hook. You will also need a polystyrene bauble with a diameter of 7 centimeters. So now we're going to make the next half of our bauble, but we're going to start in a special way so that we have space to attach these and of course to make the loop as well. So we're going to get started with a slip knot, chain 4, then you go to the first chain and you insert, slip stitch to make a little circle, and then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So the first 2 stand for a double crochet. The third chain stands for the chain space that we are going to be making. And then into the circle for a double crochet. And you chain 1 and into the circle for a double crochet. Chain 1, double crochet. Chain 1, double crochet. So you're going to do this until you have 6 double crochets. So the chain 2 counts as a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you chain 1 and you're going to close the round by doing a slip stitch into that second chain there. Voila. So later on this will give us the opportunity to go around these bodies of the double crochets to attach our leaves. So now we're going to do second round, an increase round, so 2 chains. We're going to place 2 double crochets around the chain space, 2 double crochets into the double crochet. There we go. I will see you at the end of the round. I have now done 23 double crochets. And then in the last double crochet here I added 1 stitch because of course we already have that chain 2 there. So I'm going to go under the V there, and that will be my 24th V of my work here. So now for round 3 we're going to chain 2 and we're going to do the increase ratio for round 3, which is 1 double crochet in the first stitch and 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Once again this chain 2 will count at the end of the row. So I'm going to keep on going by doing 1 double crochet in the first stitch, 2 double crochets in the next stitch. I will see you at the end of the round. Made it to the end of my round here, just adding that stitch to that last one here to make an increase, skipping these 2 chains, going under the V and making a slip stitch. So that is our flat circle for now. We are going to stop increasing and just do a round of double crochets. So I've made it all the way around. This is just going to count for a double crochet on its own. So skipping the chain 2, going under the next V, and there we go. We have finished our round. Now here I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. Here I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds, and that's the standard pattern that we've done in the previous video. So I'm now going to attach these two together. So we have a bauble. So connect the 2 halves of your bauble with slip stitches. Make sure you don't forget to put the actual polystyrene bauble in. And then when you're finished, we are now ready to start putting the leaves on. So this side is the base of our Brussels sprout. This one here is where we have some double crochets to attach the leaves on. But let me first show you how to make the leaves. So we're going to get started with a slip knot, insert your hook, and we're going to need to make the little loop at the start. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you go back to that first one, and I know it closed up a bit, but never mind, I'll get in there. There we go. And we do a slip stitch. There we go. So we have a little circle, and that's going to be used for attaching, of course, to our little construction here. Now we're going to get started on doing some stitches, and to be honest, it is a bit of free form crochet here, so you can do whatever you want. So I think in the original one I started with a chain 1 and then did my stitches. Here I'm just going to do chain 2, let it count as a double crochet, and I'm going to add about 4 more double crochets into my circle. We're not going to go all around the circle. We are making a fabric, so we just need to do rows really. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. So now we're going to chain 2, that's going to be my first double crochet. I'm going to turn my work, and in that same stitch I'm going to add another double crochet, voila. Then I'm going to place double crochets all along my little row here, so that means I'm going to do 3 double crochets. And then in the last stitch here I'm going to pick up both the strands and I'm going to place 2 double crochets. You need to increase, you need to make your piece of fabric wider, so that's why we're doing increases. Now the thing is, it is freeform crochet, so you can do whatever you like. Do you want to increase on the edges? Fine. Do you want to increase on the edges and somewhere in the middle? Fine. Do you want to do half double crochets or maybe a single crochet at some point? That's also fine. So really just go for it, I would say. Do what you feel like. So you have got to remember to do some increases, of course. So some rows you can do without increasing. Here I'm going to do a second double crochet in there, and now I'm going to continue on. So I started with doing 2 double crochets in that first stitch, or rather, you know, the chain 2 and a double crochet. Oh, oops, I've done 2 in here. Do you know what? I'm gonna leave it. It's freeform, it's all allowed. Let's see what happens. So here I won't be putting an increase there. Okay, so that's fine. So here my leaf is going to go a little bit straighter, here it's going out. Perfect. So I did about 7 or 8 rows in my leaves, and that's perfect. You don't want it to be too big, and obviously it needs to fit around our bauble there. So let's just keep going. I'm just going to do 2 double crochets to start with here, and then I'm only doing 1 in each stitch for the rest of the row. And then at the end here I have got 2 stitches there, so I must make sure I find that last one. If you don't, that's fine as well. Okay, then your leaf is going to go like this, which is perfectly alright. And look, my leaf is already going bowl shape because of course I did too many stitches there. But that's okay because it's freeform. We're enjoying crocheting. We're enjoying making Brussels sprout leaves. I mean, you know, who'd have thought, eh? And shall I tell you a secret? Well, it's not a secret, but I don't like Brussels sprouts. My mum loves them, but yeah, no. I'd rather eat nothing if it's Brussels sprouts. Look, did two there. So yeah, on my plate at Christmas there are no Brussels sprouts. So there you go. Let me know in the comments down below if you have Brussels sprouts at Christmas, or if you like them, or if you don't like them. There we go. So right, I think my leaf is quite wide now, which is fine. So now I am going to do a row where I'm not increasing on the sides, but I am going to increase somewhere along the row just to give it more of a little bowl shape. So no increases here. Okay, so here I'm not going to do one, I'm not going to do a multiple, but I'm going to decrease. So I've done my double crochet halfway. Now I'm going to go into the next stitch, there we go, and do another double crochet halfway. And now I'm going to yarn over and pull through the two. See? And now my leaf is going in. It really is that simple. So I'm going to just keep going, do a little bit more. Shall I increase? No, let's not. Let's just go to the next stitch and do another double crochet. There we go. So this one goes like this now. So here I'm just doing a random decrease in the row, and I'm going to continue with another 2 double crochets at the end here. Voila. And you see what happens? It becomes a lovely bowl shape. So now let's do some more decreases. Chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch, and we do that a couple of times. And then here I'm going to do a decrease, so half finished double crochet, half finished double crochet, yarn over and close up both the double crochets. And this way we have decreased. Let's have a look. I'm thinking I'll do one here, yes. Actually, I could have done a decrease there, but yeah, I didn't. I'm not going to undo it. Let's just do 2 chains. Have I got many stitches left? No, so we're just going to do a double crochet here, then a decrease here, then a couple of double crochets, and here I've got 2 stitches left. So here, this first one I'm going to do as a normal one. Here I'm going to do a decrease, so a half finished double crochet, another one, and let's close it up. There we go. So that looks okay. It's a little bit straight there, so let's do another row where we are going to be taking them together. Let's see, so that can act for that one. Here I'm going to do a decrease. In fact, I'm going to take them all together. We can do that. This is freeform crochet. There we go. Close off. Voila! There we go. So yeah, every leaf you make like this will be an individual shape, will be unique. You will need to make about 5 leaves. So let me show you now how we are going to do this. So you're going to take your yarn, get started with a slip knot as we usually do, and go, oops, stay here, and go around the body of the stitch here, or go around there. So these are the places that we're going to be using. So we're going to be anchoring our stitches around that construction that we made. You can do single crochets or slip stitches. So I've just done a single crochet because that's what I felt like. So you get them onto there, do a slip stitch, so you're attaching them, and then go and do another slip stitch or a single crochet around an anchoring point. There we go. Okay, so that's attached, that one. Now let's choose another one, attach it to the bauble like so, and now go and find somewhere on the bauble to attach. Voila. It's as easy as that, really. Keep everything tight. So now looking at it like this, I think that looks great. A little bit of jiggling about with these leaves, that will be fine. So that is what my Brussels sprout is going to be looking like now. Now, of course, all we need to do is do our little loop so we can hang it up on our tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. And then we go back into our construction here, anywhere you fancy, go in and do a slip stitch. There we go. Voila. So all you need to do now is make sure you sew in these ends. Now, if you wanted to, you could take needle and a bit of yarn to just go around the bauble so you hold your leaves in place. So you just go sewing along here, catching some threads on the bauble just to make sure that it stays closed basically. But honestly, if it's hanging down, it's going to be looking like a sprout because yeah, the leaves will be hanging down. So I hope you enjoyed this project and I hope you will make a Brussels sprout for your Christmas tree. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!